Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm actually really excited because this is example 8 of XSS vulnerability of Pentesterlab. So let's get started. So I wanted to kind of show you the basics of, XSS throughout this series and, progressively get better and better by performing XSS attacks on harder challenges. Now, I came across this application, so this is example 8, and I must say it is pretty hard to figure this one out. So what I did was I basically just got the example code for this application, so everything like how this little simple web page is written in, this is the code for it. And so I was just inspecting the code, and I noticed something a little bit strange. So let me kind of explain it to you whilst I'm here. So this is PHP. If you're not familiar, PHP is a server-side programming language, and you can, build websites with PHP. You can code websites with PHP when you sign up, when you log into a website, or when you follow someone. Like if it's a social media website written in PHP, you click that follow button. All that logic, all that server-side code can be done with the PHP programming language. So it's pretty cool. Anyways, we can see here that this is just importing the header component. So this is already written code, the top bar, and then the footer component is at the bottom. If this is a post request, so if this is set as a post request, this name parameter, as you can see here, name is equal to name. So this is what it's saying. So if anyone enters anything within this input field, it'll be submitted. But where does it submit to? Well, it doesn't actually submit to a backend as such, but we can see here, look, so if it is submitted, we echo the result of whatever's in the name parameter. So let me show you what I mean. So if I type in Declan, it says hello Declan. So it says enter your name, you enter your name, hello Declan, boom, that pops up like that. And so this is the code for it. And so it just posts it onto the web page. It basically just embeds it. So how do you even do that? Well, it just echoes it. When you echo it, it just embeds it onto the web page. So it echoes whatever's in that entry. Anyways, action, and then it just posts it, embeds it by echoing it. And then, yeah, that's it really. If you read here, I was doing some I was like form action is equal to PHP echo. So it's echoing the server is PHP self. And I was like, okay. What is PHP self? So let's read it. Using PHP self in the action field of a form. What is PHP self variable? It's a variable that returns the current script being executed. So it returns the current script. This variable returns the name of the path to the current file from the root folder. I mean, I don't really see where you can use this, but anyways, there are also certain exploits that you need to be aware of, and that is what we are doing in the video. Okay, we shall discuss these points, blah, 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 okay? So suppose that your file is located here, form action PHP. In this case, PHP itself will contain this. And so it's a directory, blah, 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 using PHP self. Okay, let's have a look. A common use of this variable is in the form tag, the action field, instructs where to submit the form data. So the form data just shows up onto the page. Where the user presses the submit button, it is common to have the same PHP page as the handler of the form as well. However, if you provide the name of the file in the action field, in this case you happen to rename the file, you need to update the action field as well, or your forms will stop working. Using PHP self variable, you can write more generic code which can be used on any page, and you do not need to edit the action field. Consider you have a file called form action PHP, and you want to load the same page after this form is submitted. The usual form code will be like this. And then it just shows you the basics of how to use it. This is where it gets interesting. So it says the PHP code is above the HTML part and will be executed first. It will be executed first. Now it says here, if the form is not submitted, the if condition, like if true, if false, will be false, and there will be no values posted in the submit form, right? And the PHP code will not be executed because you haven't input anything, right? But this is where we can do XSS attacks. So check this out. What are the PHP self exploits and how do we avoid them? The PHP self variable can use to get the name and the path of the current file, but it can be used by the attackers or hackers too. It can be used by the hackers too. If the PHP self is used in your page, then a user can enter a slash like there, and then some cross-site scripting code. So why don't we give that a go? So let's go back to our example here. So we said, hello, Declan. Okay. We can say hello there because it's just going to submit it, right? Hello there. Or we can do it in caps as well, make it look a lot cleaner. Hello there, right? Anyways, so what happens is if we put a slash in the URL, so if I just copy this so I can show you on the screen. So just ignore this, just ignore that. I'm just showing you as an example. Ignore the code above, just read the bottom. Read this bit here. So if we put a slash, right, and then we put quotations, and then we put, you know, JavaScript code. We can enter JavaScript code. So we could do script. I don't know. I haven't tested this out before, the script bit. Let's try this. I mean, I don't know if this will work, but we'll give it a go. So alert 1. I just want to see if this works. So we're going to go ahead and, okay, wait, hang on. Do I need to add quotations at the end? I don't know. Well, as a ethical hacker, you know, we just need to try out multiple things. Okay, so let's just try this. So that did not work at all. It actually didn't work. You can see it in the URL. Okay, maybe do I need, okay, this looks, you know, reasonable. So we're going to copy this. And okay, that didn't do anything either. Okay, so my solution to this was, if there's an error, so on error, mouse hover is equal to, and then the XSS, right? So is equal to, oh, sorry, no, it would be, so on mouse, we're just going to have a certain event. So when we hover over the application, it just runs and executes a code. So on mouse hover, we'll do alert test or something. I don't know. We'll give this a go and see what happens. I don't know if this will do anything, but it's worth a try. So let's give this a shot. I don't think it will run because it's wrapped into a string. Okay, so it did work, but it didn't execute the code. Interesting. This is very interesting. Oh, okay. So what I'll do is this. No, so that's wrong. What I can do is on mouse hover or over, then I run this code, right? So I guess I could just do alert 1, maybe. I don't know. I'll try this out. So let's give this a go. And by the way, I should probably copy that again. Copy the selection. Let's try that. There we go. Successfully, we have done it again. XSS attack completed. So now we know that it's vulnerable to XSS. Now we can do malicious things. The same thing is, you know, from the last videos that I've been doing. So again, that's vulnerable to XSS. I don't know what else to say here. Anyways, oh look, it's doing it again. Look at that. So it's the reason why it's doing it is because it's on mouse over. So every time I hover my mouse, see that? It executes. It executes. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more videos or whatever suggestion videos you would like to see next. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next. Peace.